Yo, guys, what is going on? How are we doing? Happy Monday. Hope yours was good, or at least not bad. And hopefully you survived, mostly intact. Hi, Valerie. You trying to go outside too? I think you're the last one. All right, go on. I think everybody but the little kittens inside, or it's outside. All right. But yeah, guys, tonight we were checking out Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. We'll see how this goes. I know it's a lot of reading, so I don't know if we're gonna do this one again, but we're gonna check it out and see how it goes. And if we like it, we might continue it. Yo, what's up, Zermit? I have a feeling I'm gonna need all the water I can get. But all right. Let's do it. Click to start. New game. Yeah, that's fine. I hadn't even done anything in that one. We're just gonna start over from the beginning. We're gonna do risky, the standard normal difficulty. Okay, so now the classes. There's 3 classes. There's the machinist, who, yeah, right. Let's see. It says they're very skilled engineers, but their isolated work means they often struggle with tasks requiring a direct approach or social engagement. Their focus skill allows them to focus on a single task and boosts their dice to excel in it. Or there's the push class. I'm sorry, operator. Push is the next section. Citizen Sleeper 2 is what it's called. Yeah, it's the description is a dice based RPG. No, yeah, I think that was it. Dice based RPG. I haven't. No, nope, not even close. Now, I think, and I'm not sure on this yet, but I think each day you roll 5 dice at the beginning of the day and you spend those dice throughout the day to do different things. I think, but I don't know for sure yet. Yeah, I'm curious to see what it's like. And if I like it, exactly. I'm very tired. Didn't nap. Just got his punity. Oh, nice. Just finished 7.1. About to see the status of our FC. Okay, good shit.
Oh, it's a sci-fi.
Yes, it's definitely sci-fi based. Yes. Yeah, I need to get back onto Final Fantasy because there's still shit I need to do. Let's try to have the money to redo the subscription. I need to, you know what? Maybe this weekend, maybe on Friday, I'll jump in and play a little bit on Friday night, just to get myself back into it. All right. The operator sleepers are built to work with drones and remote machines over local networks, have expertise in working with interfaces and computer systems, but are more physically fragile than other sleepers. The reboot skill allows them to hack their own systems to reroll dice, a risky but potentially powerful move. Usually cerebral and precise people. Okay, and then the last one is the extractor. Built to work at the coalface of corporate resource extraction, often in hard vacuum environments. Extractors have a high level of physical endurance, but their confidence means they struggle with tasks requiring intuition. Their rally skill allows them to motivate those in their team, boosting their crew dice. Sleepers assigned to extractor work are often confident, self-sufficient, and have a high level of endurance. I think I had started the machinist one the last time, but I think I'm going to do operator this time. It seems kind of interesting, so let's do that. Here we go. But very good, though. Congratulations on finishing 7.1. I'm waiting for 7.2 because I think that's when we get in the exploration zone, right? Or the first part of it. In the moment before waking, the dark space before conscious thought, you struggle to find the pieces of yourself. Usually these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing sequentially like the boot process of an old terminal. First your body, artificial, compromised, but relaying sense data all the same. Then it's context, the breeze of air filtration, the soft contact of your birth in 0G. Then emotion, coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it that first instinct, the one that has framed your past 100 cycles, fear. But that familiar sequence doesn't arrive. Instead, you are unmoored in space, your body distant, your context silent, even your emotions somehow obscured and scattered. Among all that disarray, only one familiar thing arrives, the fear. It's a scrambled, panicked fear, the drowning fear, the falling fear, the fear that makes you reach desperately for any stable point. It's the fear that tells you something is wrong, something is very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper, the voice is whispered in your ear, an act that makes you suddenly aware of your head, pulsing in pain, your body rigid with tension. Sleeper, a familiar name, a mind copied, emulated, a body built, implanted, one person sleeping until their debt is worked away, their double being made to work, to be consumed, and eventually to be destroyed. A proxy, an emulation, a sleeper, that is what you are. But you escaped. You remember that now. Broke free of your corporate creators, sent ARP in search of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since. All of a sudden, you remember you have eyes, and your eyes flicker open. Oh yeah, those things. Pale eyes and a pale face, Lane. The name comes with its own specific sensation of fear, one you recoil from instinctively. Sorry to interrupt a sharp smirk, but this ends here. You search your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane is leaning over your horizontal floating body, looking down into your eyes. I took you in, protected you, gave you a purpose. You try to look away into the corners of your vision to find something you understand. Your body doesn't respond, but I suppose that wasn't enough. He reaches into the pocket of his jacket and retrieves a small vial. This wasn't enough. The vial glitters. This object you know, and have known for a long time. Stabilizer, the drug that keeps your artificial body, your emulated mind, your inevitable decay. The only balm for your planned obsolescence. The liquid roiling in the vial fills you with disgust. Lane pockets the vial, but it would be wasted on you now, after what you've done to this body of yours. He looked at you with a palpable disgust. Lane's eyes scan your body, and as they do, you become aware of the wires and tubes attached to you, those that were meant to free you from your dependence, from the stabilizer and the control it grants Lane. They are free, you piece of shit. They don't need you anymore. The voice comes from somewhere behind Lane's head. It's a voice you know, but when you search your mind to try to understand why, you find only dizzying darkness. Shut him up, Lane barks the command, and you hear the sounds of impact, of pain from elsewhere in the room. You try to move your limbs again, and this time you feel a flicker, the twitch of a finger. You feel the extension and compression of synthetic muscle. Free, are you? Lane smirks. You're free when I disabled your tracker, when I gave you the stabilizer you needed. He scans your body with angry eyes. Now, you aren't free. You're just broken. I had such big plans for you, sleeper. I invested in you. Lane grips your arm hard, and you feel a jolt of reaction. You will the arm to move, but you've ruined all that. Lane speaks louder over the sound of the struggle behind him. I'll try to preserve your body, of course. I'll have my own uses for it, but your emulation? You feel one of his hands searching behind your head. He finds and grips the thick cable running into the port at the base of your skull. I will burn that out. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body, then spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling, the cables plugged into you, looping and wrapping around your limbs. Then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone diligently unplugging you. You meet his eyes. Hey! He waves a hand in your dazed face. We need to move. Lane won't be out long. He unloops the cable from around your wrist. Sleeper, help me out here. You blink slowly. Do you know this person? Wait, no, that was internal. Sorry. Do you know this person? He leans over you, and you feel his hands on the connector, flicking switches, releasing locks. Come on, come on, come on. He tugs the connector clear and pulls you up. You see the room you're in for the first time, filled with tech and terminals, wires waving everywhere, all lit by big windows looking out on an impossibly bright, screen-filled street beyond. In the corner, you see the dark shape of a floating body surrounded by a glittering constellation of crimson baubles. Is that blood? Move! You're wrestled and shoved towards the door, which slides open in front of you, and then you're out in that All that brightness, all that movement, gliding hard towards some unknown destination. You come to a stop in a dark alley. The one who guided you here pausing to catch his breath. He doubles over beside a massive life support unit that sends a lukewarm breeze across your skin. You stare at him, trying to recall anything about him. You notice his tattered jacket, his lightweight clothes. You remember this station runs hot. Something about the power that flows through the place. He looks up and meets your eye. What's going on, sleeper? He wipes sweat from his forehead and it floats away in a swarm of spheres. Talk to me. Who are you? You see a concerned look cross his face. Don't mess with me, sleeper. That's not funny. He comes closer, eyeing you carefully. What station are we on? He narrows his eyes, waiting for the answer. You close your eyes, trying to recall. You force your way through the dark to the image of a station. No, a city. Growing on the back of a vast set of hexagonal solar cells, shadowed by them. You open your eyes. Dark side. The word leaves your mouth like an exhale, an instinct. Before you heard yourself sound it out, you didn't know it was there. He sighs. And me? Who am I? You see something like fear in his eyes. Panic, perhaps? You stare hard at his face. The slight upturn of his mouth. The intensity of his stare. Nothing comes. He closes his eyes and drops his head, putting a hand to his temple. The reboot. He's speaking quietly to himself. Lane interrupted the process, and he lifts his head and stares at you. We need to keep going. We need to leave. He turns and kicks off down the alley. Come on, the rig can't be far. As you are led through the passages and serviceways of the station, you try to recall your life here. The temperature of Darkside feels familiar, but you struggle to pin specific memories to it. Focusing hard, you recall waking up in these passages, cycle after cycle, the rhythms of the station flowing over you along with the crowds. You recall desperation and the slow decay of your body that caused it. Then Lane, those pale eyes offering you a glittering vial, stabilizer, the promise of supplying more for your work. A deal he locked you into like a cage. There, your memory fails you, but in the dark beyond that moment, the residue of panic, of fear, remains. You were Lane's prisoner, Lane's plaything. You shudder in the cold passage. Wait! Your guide holds up a hand, and you stop your glide along the wall, using the wall. Ahead, you see the tunnel opens up into a wide open bay with a few doors leading to cylindrical tunnels, the docks. They're watching the rig. He nods towards the docks, and you can see one of the doors has a couple of figures flanking it, one covered in ornate tattoos, the other with bright silver implants along their cheekbones. Utsubo, Lane's guys. He looks at you and shakes his head in frustration. All this, it's not coming back to you, is it? Something catches your eye and you see he's playing with a coin, nervously turning it over and over in his fingers. He sees you looking and slips it away. He places a hand on his chest. I'm Seraphim, alright? He looks pained when he speaks. Lane, he was our captor, both of us. We did this so we could escape. We needed to reboot you to break your dependence on stabilizer. Pauses. You know what that is, right? You nod meekly. But Lane interrupted me back there. The reboot didn't complete and... sighs and shakes his head. We can still make this work. He looks back at the docks. I'll lead them away. You get the docking bridge open. If we make it to the rig, I know how to get us in. Got that. He searches your face for a sign of recognition. Got it. Get the door open. He pats you on the shoulder. I know you know how to do this. I know you can do this? Seraphim kicks off hard and glides into the docks. Over here, shitheads, he bellows to the guards as he barrels through. They immediately push off from the wall, giving chase. Yeah, that's subtle. You wait a breath and glide across to the door they were guarding. You look already panicked at the tightly sealed door. Its control panel locked. You hear a shout from somewhere nearby. You need to get it open. Alright. Now for the gameplay portion of our show. My bot. Ugh. I didn't update that. Damn it. Whatever. Wait. Weird. I see the bot, but for some reason it's not showing up in the stream avatars. That's funny. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so during scenes, you may encounter skill checks where you can perform certain actions using your skills. Like the dice actions you'll encounter later, that's these guys up here. Skill checks can have positive, neutral, or negative outcome. The better the rating of your skill, the more likely you will succeed on a check. The odds of success are displayed when you select the check. You can see more info in the guide scene of the pause menu. So, yeah, so see, it's 50-50 or 50-50 negative. Jesus, okay, well, we're going to go with this one then. Because obviously we wanted a chance of it being positive versus neutral versus negative versus neutral. Jesus, fuck, okay. Neutral outcome. Alright. You shift to the control panel, trying to understand the readout. The door is on emergency lockdown. Somewhere you hear more shouting. Your fingers hover over the keys. You switch to the administration layer and begin flooding the door operation system with spoof requests, desperately hammering the controls. The control OS crashes, and the door judders halfway open before failing. Go, go! Seraphim flies past you, through the doorway into the docking tunnel. You turn to see the two guards approaching fast across the docks, and quickly glide after Seraphim. Seraphin's already at the rig's door, inputting the entry code. Rig's door scissors open, and you both rush inside. Quickly, Seraphin grabs you by the arm and drags you into the cockpit, the ship's layout hazy in your mind. He dumps you in a flight seat and straps himself into his own. You see him tap a series of buttons as he does, talking to himself. Come on! The rig's drive rumbles into life, and Seraphin slams a button on the console. You feel the force of the ship's acceleration as it pulls away. Hey, look, we made it. Oof. 2, 6, 6, 3, and a 4. I have no idea what that means. Alright. As the ship glides into place on the connecting bridge, its automatic systems nudged there by the port's docking protocols, you feel a sense of relief. Seraphim burned hard out of Darkside, and you dropped in and out of consciousness in your seat as the rig made its way across the belt. But now, with open space between you and Lane, you feel fresher, more awake. Seraphim breaks the silence. We're good, sleeper. His eyes don't leave the monitor, and you realize this part of your escape is routine for him. You and he must have docked this ship countless times in your work for Lane. Problem is, you don't remember any of them. We made it, he whispers, closing his eyes and letting out a sigh. Stay silent. He shakes his head and then unclips from the pilot seat. You know, I should have gone the other way on that one, because I think this is pretty close to where I made it on my other run that I started and stopped. I should have done the other one, though, because I'm curious. I'm pretty sure that was the same choice that I made the last time. Seraphim reaches up, flicking through a set of switches in a practiced fashion, completing the shutdown. You watch, a little frustrated with your own uselessness. Running the rig, you realize, is just another thing you've forgotten. A clunk that runs through the walls of the ship is followed by a short, percussive alarm tone from the pilot's console. Docking complete. Seraphim kicks off from his seat, twisting as he glides past you toward the back of the cockpit. His hands find the rails on either side of the door, and he pauses, facing into the corridor beyond. He turns back to you, backlit in cold cyan. We need a plan, he glances around. Lane's not going to let us slip away quietly, he sighs. We need to talk, we need to keep running. We hide here. Well, we need to talk. See, I think I did hide the last time, and it didn't really go well either. Not that it didn't go well, but now I feel like I should have said we should have kept running, but whatever. I can't go back now. Seraphim furrows his brow. Gone so long you lost leader. Oh no! Wow, damn. Okay. I appreciate that. Damn. Yeah, it's been a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to come back. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in on Friday then. Cause yeah, I have been away too long. Obviously. I assume then that you're the leader of the FC right now? Since I think because Kaz hasn't been in for a minute either. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back in on Friday then. I definitely need to come back in. I wanna play around. I wanna do some I need to do some leveling and some other shit too. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I, I promise I am coming back in though. um, all right. Seraphim Pharaoh's brow. Not now, sleeper. We need to forget. Flinches. The word's coming out wrong. We need to focus on something other than. Pauses again, unsure. Us. Sighs. We need to survive this thing first. Then maybe we talk. Okay. You know, I think that is something that we need is more members too. But it doesn't help that Kaz and I aren't active at the moment. Seraphim nods, but the tension remains. We have bought ourselves some time. He glances through the cockpit window at the blinking lights of the station. You may not remember Hexport, but I do, and there are plenty of opportunities here for us. If we can keep our heads down, he turns back to the corridor, that's what we'll do. He pushes off and glides towards the main lock, and you follow, pulling yourself along hand over hand in 0G. We already emptied the tank on this thing. He slaps a hand against the ship's insides. So we need to refuel, and that won't be cheap. But if you and I know one thing, Sleeper, it's how to work. I'm going to get myself reacquainted, see if I can turn up any old connections. People that might throw us an easy contract. You, glances back over his shoulder, you keep out of trouble. Low profile. Yep. Stopping the reboot halfway through. We don't know what that did to you. He jams an arm into his sleeve. I don't want you passing out in... I'll be fine. Seraphim drops his head, swearing himself. He grabs another crew jacket and thrusts it at you. Just put the damn hood up, will you? Take it. Slip it on. Thank you. Seraphim nods. He stabs at the button to open the lock. The inner door hisses open, and Seraphim glides through. Wait for a little bit, then leave. Anyone looking for us will be looking for two people traveling together. He looks at you in your worn crew jacket, a limited disguise for what is clearly a sleeper. The company message just says the house number, and the second line just says... Nice. I like that. That works. Meet me back here later. Any trouble? Same thing. Meet here. He surveys your disguise again and shakes his head. This is a shitty idea. He gives you one last look. Maybe find yourself something to eat. Suddenly you recognize Seraphim's instinct to look after you. A flash of a relationship now lost to the reboot. Catch. Seraphim throws a handful of something towards you. You manage to grab the projectiles, and when you open your hands, you see a stack of cryo chits. Those should get you some food. We'll need some more for fuel and supplies. That means odd jobs on the station for both of us. Seraphim kicks off and glides down the docking bridge. Don't go too far, alright? Take it slow. And with that, he's gone, leaving the connecting bridge and heading into Hexport's docking concourse. You wait for a moment in silence. I don't want to think about either of them. Let's make a plan. You try to think ahead to what might be coming. You'll need work, that's the first step, but what then? Land will be coming eventually. The sooner you can put some distance between you and Hexport, the better. So that's the plan. Rest, resupply, and run. You shake the thoughts from your head and pull the jacket tight. Let's see what Hexport has to offer. You kick off and glide into the port. Sweet. Alright. So this right here is exactly how far I got. Alright. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2. The game runs in cycles, during which you can perform actions with your dice, use cryo to buy food, fuel, supplies, and items, progress clocks towards new scenes and events. You can review tutorials at any time in the guide section of the pause menu. Okay. So that's where we are now. Ooh.
A sound choice, but
Yo,
slow.
what's going on, Fallen? How are you doing? Hey. No, you're good. No, I don't. Okay. Well, I guess we're looking at the ship now. So this is called Citizen Sleeper 2. It came out a couple of days ago. It's on Game Pass, so I figured I'd give it a try. Oh, really? What is that? WWE now? I think does Raw, right? Yeah, I don't know. As I just finished. Okay, cool, nice. Yeah, I used to watch wrestling like way fucking forever ago. Like, seriously, like, I'm talking like late 80s when it was like Jake the Snake Roberts and like Ultimate Warrior and fucking what was it, fucking Bam Bam Bigelow and that kind of shit. Raw's on Netflix now? Oh, shit, okay. Nice. All the OGs, exactly. Yeah, way fucking back. That was when I watched it. Yeah, neither can I. I had to there was a movie I wanted to watch from Netflix, so I downloaded it. Because I can't afford Netflix, and I'm a pirate, so fuck that. Arg. Give me an eye patch. Huh? It's, yeah, but that was when I scratched my eye. Yes. Jake the Snake is when you got, yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, and that was the thing. I was a kid at the time. All these streaming services are, yeah, for real though. Okay. So what they call this a dice. I think it was dice based, but I'm gonna double check. I want to get the wording of this right. Oh wait, wrong thing. It wasn't on Steam. Game Pass. There it is. All right. Ooh, excuse me. Dice-driven RPG. I'm sorry, dice-driven RPG. Okay, so the rig is your ship and home, and the bells while the rig is docked at a hub. There are multiple areas you can visit. Bunks. Use dice. Let's see. Bunks, you can use dice to reduce stress. Galley, use supplies to regain energy. Other locations. I can't imagine much. Well, there is, your crew will also help to gather resources to contribute to the upkeep of the ship. You can choose which resources they should focus on in the crew task menu to the left. Oh. Seraphin. Okay. Odd jobs. Yeah. I guess we'll start with that just so we can get some money because we're going to need that for, well, fuel and supplies. I guess we could scavenge and source it, but let's just fucking odd jobs it up, I guess. Okay. The clock is a cycle clock. It will progress towards an event each cycle. Its completion will trigger significant events. Okay. Galley. Bunks. Back. No. Oh, there we go. Someone keeps running by casting regen on me while I desynth. Nice. Alright, what do we got here? Is this what? The Hexport docks? Is that what it said? Perform actions by assigning action dice to them. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you'll succeed at an action. But your dice will be modified by your skill. Your skill modifier for the action is displayed on the right and will reduce or increase the value of the dice assigned to the action. Like skill checks, dice actions have 3 outcomes: positive, negative, and neutral. Each action is also rated safe, risky, or dangerous based on the outcome it has. The more dangerous an action is, the more significant both its reward and consequences are. For more information on dice actions, check the guide section of the blah blah. Alright, so we got explore the docks, export connections. Export docks thrum with life. There are contacts to be made here, you are sure of it. Oh, that's this. Okay, so we can chat to crews or explore the docks. Crews milling on the docks and moving cargo. They could be a good source of info. Huh. Keep doing that. Okay, and then the last one was exchange. Impress the brokers. Data brokers are hard to exchange. They show off their knowledge by discussing the encryption. Maybe you take talk to talk. Trading scrap is all about identifying materials and cleaning up components. It's an engineer's job more than a trader's. Alright. %. Positive. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's probably a good one to impress the brokers. It's 100% and it's risky. You just progressed a clock. Clocks track your progress towards both positive and negative events. They can be filled by performing actions or by passing of the cycles. Okay. You intervene when two brokers struggle to unpick a Senate stat cache and expertly unpick its security protocols. They are impressed. Okay, yeah. We're not an engineer. Let's not do that one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, new place. Oh, okay. We only got 24 cryo, which really isn't enough. We can get... Oh, we were supposed to get food, weren't we? Yeah, we don't really have enough. We can buy supplies. Hold on. Let's chat to the crews. I think that we have a good... That gives us a good chance. 25, 25, and 50. So, you know, 20... It's 75% chance to not be shit. So let's do that. Export complete. New location discovered. Okay. Crew welcomes you enthusiastically and gives you a quick tour of the docks. Alright. That gave us... Oh, the bends. Really? What they do is they find one of those pieces of like concrete that's out in the sand and they drop it up here by the door. They're so goofy. Alright, so let's get some food here. Place Star and Stoker, buy a Ben's fry. I mean... I like the way this works. Like, it's an interesting game. Squeeze your bag. You squeeze your bag and crunch a handful of crisp and greasy radishes and potatoes. Not bad at all. Okay. Play Star and Stoker. Spacer gambling game played with custom magnetic dice. Chips are stashed in symbol-marked cans, and winning is ruthlessly luck-based. I mean, we could give it a straight 50-50. I don't know. I don't think I really want to do that anyways. It just feels like a waste of money? Question mark? Honestly not sure. I still need work, though. Okay, so I'm not sure what the negatives and the positives are. Fuck it. Hey, +9 cryo. Hell yeah. See, look at that. Okay. I mean, I could theoretically fill the cryo. What is it I'm supposed to be doing? No, it's drives. That's not what I'm looking for. Distance between yourself and lane, which you're sure to close the gap. What am I supposed to be doing? I guess I don't know until we end the cycle. Okay, I do want to use that like the sixth die there. We need to do something with that. Can't just leave that one hanging out there. Fuck it. 100% pause. Let's go. New location. Ooh, what do we got over here? The warehouses. Oh, man. Your skill is missing. Oh, fail. Okay. Alright, well, let's end the cycle then. Oh, snap. Okay. Ooh. Look at those dice. God damn. Okay. We're in trouble, sleeper. Seraphim leans into their bunks as you're getting up. I feel like that's not his voice. Like, if that's how he looks, it doesn't look like... Well, I don't know, maybe. Without further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. You drift out into the passage, pulling on your clothes and glide down the length of the rig, the cool air making you shiver. Seraphin's a silhouette, silently leading the way. Turn down the music, I think. He stops at the far end, diverting through a side door, shooting you a glance as he does. You find Seraphim inside, holding one of a tangle of arm-thick tubes that are waving in the zero-G engine room. You know what these are? Fuel pipes? Seraphim shrugs, close enough. These are the engine's feed lines. Yeah. Fuel pumps. Or fuel lines, yeah. He waves one in the air, and before you ask, no, they aren't supposed to be wiggling loose. What happened? What did you do? No, what happened? What did you do? Why did you do that? Why you do that? These must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way out of Darkside. He looks at the mess. We are lucky the reserve tank is empty, otherwise it would have been bad. But he pushes the pipe to the side. No feed from the reserve tank means that the rig's range is limited to the local region only. He thumps the large, lumpen housing of the engine. This thing can't take us anywhere far. So we fix it. That's the short of it. Just not been our run of luck. No. He turns and starts gathering the tangled feed lines, his frustration evident in the violence of his movement. We will need a new set of these, that's for sure. He starts forcing them into a crate. So how about you try to track them down? Why? Okay, so something that I've noticed in this is, well, I don't know. For some reason, like, there's certain points where I feel like contractions would be appropriate. Like, here, we'll need a new set of these. Like, we will need a new set of these. Doesn't sound right. And it's because we do. And, like, Data from Star Trek didn't. Okay. I'll take a look at things here and see if I can figure out another fix for the reserve tank. He glances up from his work. From what I've heard on Hexport, Factory Row is the place to find ship fitters. Maybe you can do some recon while I sort this place out. It's on the other end of the station. Okay, I'll take a look. Wait, there's something more. He drops the feed lines and they float, waving in the air like tubular seaweed. I've heard word that Lane's on the hunt. He frowns. A message went out everywhere in the local radius of Darkside. He's looking for us. And we can't... Shit. You said it. Seraphim sighs. Which is why we need those feed lines. Yeah. I'm gonna try work something out. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. I'm no ship fitter. But while I do, you go hunting. See what you can turn up, okay? He smiles a weak smile. Get going. You leave the engine room, the clanking sound of Seraphim's cleanup efforts echoing through the ship. Fuel feed lines. That's the next step. You take a deep breath and head out. Alright. You've discovered a drive. Drives help you track and choose your objectives in Citizen Sleeper 2. The arrow button in the top left. Got it. Opens the drive menu where you can choose which drive to track. Once a drive is tracked, a yellow marker will be placed above any location that relates to that drive. Come in two types, major and minor. On completing a major drive rewards 2 upgrade points and a minor rewards 1. Keep an eye on the drive menu as you progress to see what new opportunities and blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, first Okay, so these are the skills that I have. Character screen. Left, you can upgrade your skills to improve the skill modifier applied to your dice. To the right, you can upgrade your push, the unique ability of your class. When upgrading your push, only one upgrade at each level can be active at once. Oh, okay, so I have to pick like this or this, this or this, this or this, like when I hit those points. Okay. I have no points available though. Reroll 1 dice. Oh. Okay, so I need... Okay, got it. So we have engineer, light, minus, but not nothing minus. Okay. Okay. Well, let's eat first. Make a meal. 1 supply. Yes. Oh, no. Scratch that. Besides, we could literally... New location discovered. Which one? This one? Discovered all these locations. Alright, we're supposed to be looking for the fuel lines. Trading market, maybe? Well, I guess we can go ahead and press the brokers again. Yeah. Try to advise a broker on ways to break open Solemn dedications. They seem vaguely interested. Great. Vaguely interested. Yeah, okay. This. Oh. Oh, well, you look at that. Oh, shit. Okay. Factory row. Here we go. Alright. Let's, Alright, let's search the row. I'm gonna drop six dice on that one. Joust a little around scrap contracts and factory owners respond well to the haggling, eager to meet your challenges. Okay. Alright, that's fine. What's this? Swift scrap soul. At a diffusal shift. Okay, so that's cool. This isn't what I want though. I'm not trying to... I'm trying to find a ship fitter. Oh, I guess we... Okay. Fuck it. Nice. Well, now we're a trusted supplier, so that's good. We have a little trust with the factories. Now the trick is not to waste it. There. Okay, let's continue. Factory row howls as you glide through its cramped passages. Whatever its many bays and rooms once were, they now serve as containers for industry of every kind. Marine manufactories precisely engineer components with rapidly shifting arms, while scrappers hammer incessantly at bent ship plates. Everywhere you look, there's energy and activity, and for good reason. The export itself is built on the derelict fragments of a solar reflector. And even this small amount of energy generated by its remaining mirrors is enough to power a city of machines. It's familiar to you, of course, in a strange, far-off way because of Darkside. That place and your memories of it are a muddy haze, but it's hard to forget the glint of its hexagonal reflectors, 10 or 20 times more in number than exports, in that wild flickering city growing on their back like a tumor. I'm worried because I only got one more 6 dice and then I've got a 2 and that's it. But I'm hoping that what we get here doesn't require a dice roll. Or a dice check, I guess. In comparison, Export feels provincial, but deep in Factory Road, you could almost be back in Darkside. And then you see them, tubes just like those Seraphim had waved in your face. The feed lines. You push over to the display window of the unit, marked Karsten's Supply in block capitals cut from whole plate. There, amongst an angled shelf of oversized ship components, is the feed lines, like some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. Hello? Oh. A sharp eye glints as the figure looks over his shoulder. Can I help you? His accent is heavy, but unknown to you. Those feed lines, how much? Oh, it's a kid.
Oh, is this that?
Yeah. Been interesting so far. The gameplay itself is very interesting. And yeah, you have 5 dice that you spend in different areas that you can try to improve your standing or do certain things. The dice and your skills themselves decide, like, increase your chances of like getting a good roll, basically. Nice place you have. You see little reaction from the profile of Karsten's face. He grunts. That's all you need? Before you can respond, he tracks your eyes to the feed lines in the window. He looks back at you with a subtly changed expression, one you can't quite place. He turns with surprising grace and begins cleaning his hands on a cloth. The sharp eyes scan you, but Karsten's thick-set features don't betray the results of his assessment. Custom built those for a client that never collected. Looks at his hands while he speaks, checking for stray oil stains. You have one of those old MEVs then? He sounds out the letters in a way, MEVs then, in a way you don't recognize as he speaks. You try to recall anything you know about your ship, but the memories elude you. Perhaps Sheriff Seraphim should have come along. I think so. Karsten squints a little. Right. Look. Karsten drifts over to where you are standing, his imposing height evident. For a fellow enthusiast like you, he continues in a distinctive monotone, let's say a few hundred cryo on clean jets. Shoots a glance at the feed lines. 400, let's say, to be precise. 400? 400, Karsten says back, repeating your question without the emphasis. It's expensive, I know. It's a shame, but it's just what they're worth. He screws up his mouth a little into something that might be a smile. However, I'm more of the bartering type myself anyway. Barter sounds good. Karsten nods sagely. I thought it might be. There's a little favor I need a crew for, and, well, you look like you might be a good fit. As in, desperate and in need of work. He tucks the cloth away in a pocket and clasps his hands. I know of an old Solheim wreck out there. Very old. Pre-collapse. Tucked away in a dead zone, so no one has ever really cut it. Shrugs. Not only that, but Solheim derelicts have a habit of triggering nasty security protocols when approached by an unfamiliar ship, so it's been left well alone. But a salvager like you, an old Solheim rig, bet it wouldn't even flinch if it saw you coming. I have a special interest, a need for that old tech, All those Solheim ships had a data core, and while I don't care about the accounting reports or material ledgers or whatever they kept on the damn thing, I do care about the hardware. Oh no. Okay. So, if I was to find you back here, with that data core in your cargo hold, clean cut and complete, well then, I could see my way to doing a straight parter for those feed lines. Carson pauses, sniffs at the air again. You'd just need the coordinates. Simple as that. Simple as that. Just on his own way. So, you interested? He glances back at his workbench. Because I'm a busy man. I'll do it. Alright then. He holds out a heavy hand for you to shake. And as you automatically reach out, he grabs your forearm instead. Excuse me. Carson pulls you closer, squeezing your arm. Let's keep this one between us, alright? He half smiles, his huge face in close. It's our deal. Before you can respond, he thumbs a little drive into your palm. Those coordinates. And then he lets you go over your arm and with what you swear is a wink. You take a moment to gather yourself, and by the time you do, a whirring fills the air, Karsten having returned to his workbench. You turn and glide out of Karsten's supply with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement, in the pit of your stomach and the cacophony of factory row in your ears. A contract. Seraphin might even be impressed. You look at the drive in your palm and smile. This could be a route out. You think of leaving this place behind in possession of an improved ship, too. Suddenly, a small but firm hand falls on your back, an equally small voice coming with it. Hey, wait up. Nope, wrong voice. Hey, wait up. You turn in the passage to see a young woman, her hair waving from the rapid glide she clearly just came out of to catch you. She steadies herself using your shoulder. Sorry, she smiles a quick and flat smile. Wanted to catch you. Junie, secretive data extractor. You're hired. I know what this is. She wants to be a crew member, and I'm down for it.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfucker. Who's that? Yo, Fallen. I love that. I'm Junie. Her dark eyes flick around nervously. You notice the portable terminal she carries, something data scrapers call a deck, and her backpack full of components and trailing wires. What's up? Karsten, she starts, still catching her breath. He sent me to grab you. She smiles that flat smile again. Wants me to come with you on that job. Her eyes shoot down to the drive in the palm of your hand. She smiles again. Why didn't he tell me? He glances back towards Karsten's. I guess he forgot? He does that sometimes. She looks sheepishly at you. He just grabbed me after you two were done talking, so... Karsten's always sending me on things like this. I guess he wants me to help you out. Keep an eye on things? She pauses. It can be pretty helpful. Welcome back. So, should I meet you at your ship and you can tell me when you're ready to go? Sounds good. Okay, great. Her eyes light up. She notices she still has her hand on your shoulder and takes it off. Junie pushes off and waves. Looking forward to working with you, she calls back as an afterthought. What about the ship? Wait. Oh, I'll find it, she calls back and then disappears down the passage. I mean, she is a data scraper. You watch her go, glad of the contract, but nervous too. Will Karsten keep up his side of the bargain if you deliver? It's very interesting so far. It's a lot of text, and a lot of reading out loud. I mean, let me rephrase that. It's all text and all reading out loud. Like, there's no voice acting or anything like that. The gameplay elements themselves, like with the dice and everything, that's been interesting. Like, like I had like 2 6s and a 5 for the day, and I think like a 4 and the 2. And I'm like, damn, I got excited about a dice roll. It's definitely different. New crew, new location. I don't know about this, sleeper. Seraphin looks nervously out the rig's window as you finish explaining Karsten's deal, as well as Junie's offer of help. If this job were easy, Karsten would have done it himself already. That means there's a catch. He frowns at the stars. And there's definitely something going on with this Junie girl. He shakes his head. She would be useful, though. No doubt. We desperately need help on a job like this. What if we could get the cryo together to buy the feed lines? I mean, it's 400 cryo. I've got 29. Is that even possible? We found a contract board at the exchange further in station. We take on a job that might get us some of the way towards buying those feed lines. Plus, even if we do want to take Carson's job, a bit of money to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up on fuel, supplies, be ready for whatever comes. I'll take a look. Good. While you're at it, you might want to see if we can scare up some freelance crew, too. Many hands make light work and all that. Or we stop messing around, we take Carson's job right now and get it done before you can think twice. Seems like a whole set of bad options to me. Either way, I've still got work to do on the drive. Let me know what you decide. For a moment, you pause, letting the haze of the plans and ideas settle in your mind. Suddenly, you curl up, pain shooting along your spine. You grit your teeth, your muscles look tight, your vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut. You feel a shift, as if some connection is broken. It's almost impossible to describe, like you're floating away from your body, dispersing, dissolving. There's nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth, and then the shift comes, and you're back in your body, trembling against the metal wall of the passage. The pain slowly fades, becoming a pulsing throb, and then a residual flicker. You flex in 0G, stretching out the tension. There's a strange sensation of distance that persists beyond the pain, a disconnection between your body and yourself, a flickering numbness that refuses to recede. You wonder if the reboot has something to do with your body, or has done something to your body, or if this is some new sensation you'll have to live with indefinitely. Oh, good. It strikes you that you know so little about the body that houses you. It could be moments away from collapse, or it might persevere for countless cycles like this. You try to shake off the feeling, pushing your hands against each other until they feel like they're yours again. Time's the only thing you need, and right now it feels like it's running out fast. You head for the airlock. You have work to do. Okay. New location, new contract, new drive. Yes. Get the feed lines. Contracts are high risk, high reward jobs that you and your crew could take on. Contracts require preparation and care to succeed. You'll need to gather enough fuel to travel to the contract, gather as many supplies as you can afford to keep you and your crew going, look for opportunities to recruit crew temporarily or permanently to help you on your contract. Consider which crew to take carefully. They have different skills and stress resistances. Okay. Yeah. Huh. There's the two options. The contract board. Alright, so what was the other thing? Oh, well... I mean... I'd be down for doing this one. You gotta buy the contract? Or is a fee to be paid to receive the coordinates of the job? Alright, so let's do that. And okay, we need fuel more than we need food, I think. Okay. I don't know how much fuel it takes to get to wherever you go, so. Okay. I don't know if I need to recover just yet. Non-stress. Do I have stress? That's my problem, is I don't know if I have any stress right now. Is this stress? You know, part of me thinks that this is the stress. I don't know. Okay, so, I mean, sure. Might as well. You can at least get that last one. You establish a presence here, and the brokers seem to be a little more comfortable around you. Good. That's good to know. Yeah, because at least for that, location discovered. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. We gotta get a contract. Okay, so now... I guess we end the cycle to pick our choice, right? Oh, fuck. Such a bad set of dice. Fucking hell. Okay. Alright, well, let's put some fuel in the line. Oh, god damn it, we need the feed lines. Shit. Oh, wait. We should, like, find some dock workers or find some crew or something. Alright, let's see. Give good sense. Yeah, okay. Doesn't help me, though. Oh. As you are gliding across the docking concourse, you hear a scuffle. The noise of raised voices cuts through the conversation drifting out of the dockside shops. Glancing down an alley, you see a huddle of figures shouting back and forth. You spot one man. Sorry, hold on, let me try that again. Let me take another run at that sentence, shall I? You spot one man in the middle of the group, surrounded, pushing the others back as they grab at the bag slung over his shoulder. You don't like the way this looks, but then again, Seraphin told you to keep your head down. That's a distraction. Neutral outcome. I'll take it. You look around for something that could break up the fight and see the thick cooling pipes running down the alley wall. You quickly try to understand the system and choose a valve to start spinning. As you do, the system begins to vent in sequence down the alley. Violent jets randomly bursting into the air. There's a scramble in the alley, and you spot the figure who was being attacked drop down to the alley floor. Shit. Then, your vision instantly fills with pale liquid as a jet of coolant jumps out nearby, missing you, but sending you spinning in 0G. After a few moments, you manage to steady yourself. As you do, you see a clear alley, the assailants having fled with one figure gliding towards you. Suppose you think that was... Wait, hold on. I gotta see. I gotta figure out Love Towel, though. I gotta figure out how this guy, how he sounds. I think I got that one off of a website. There was one that I had that had a bunch of emotes. Suppose you think that was clever. Man gives you a severe look. You like to break up fights that you didn't start? He laughs. Melt's gonna eat you up. He shifts the large... Yeah. He shifts the large bags on his shoulder, weightless but unwieldy in 0G. That was helping. And the man laughs. Well, he shakes his head. Thanks, I guess. He kicks off and drifts past you. Got a bunch of new animated ones, but I haven't loaded them in yet. Yeah, I have a few that I've picked up along the way. Some I kind of rotate through them every once in a while when I decide to change it. Up panels for the channel too, and they see with those too. That's fair. That's fair. I've had the same panels since like I think it was when I switched to PC, I think, actually. Or there. No, you know what? I might have had it before that. Not sure. I've had those panels for the longest time. Yeah. Well, he shakes his head. Thanks, I guess. He kicks off and drifts past you. You watch the man go, and then after a moment he stops and turns back. Be your first time doing the panels? Oh, fun. Okay. Okay. He rubs his forehead, looking down as he does. What's your deal anyway? He sighs. Maybe you're new here, but Hexport's no place for do-gooders. What's up? All my stuff on Chrome, so now I collab stream. Oh, nice. Okay. Good shit. You needed help. The man smiles. I don't think so. He shakes his head. Bunch of cowards. Idiots, too. Getting beat up over some scrap. Look, let's not hang around, alright? The man pats his chest. I'm Femi. He unshoulders one of the bags and pushes it towards you. Make yourself useful. Let's head. Apparently Twitch doesn't like Microsoft Edge for a browser. Really? I use, Opera GX myself. Which I'm a big fan of. You get the strap of the bag over your shoulder and follow him through the docks, gliding past the concourse towards the connecting bridges. Stubborn Salvager Captain. Really? I used to use Firefox. I used Firefox for a long time. That's down a side passage. Looking back to check you're following. Then he stops at a docking bridge connecting to a dull green ship with yellow markings. You look out the viewing window at its odd catamaran-like shape, seemingly built from two separate hulls welded together. Symbol crash, he says, and you assume that's the ship's name. That's strong and spirited salvager. Femi, you bringing in strays? A young woman, brightly dressed and stretching as she glides, drifts into the passage. She glances at you. No offense. Yeah, Femi shakes his head. This one. He squeezes your shoulder. Help me fend off some export scum while you were busy stunning yourself. He raises an eyebrow. I'm sure you can handle them, big brother. Her glib response hides the flash of concern that passes across her face. You can't tell if Femi noticed. He turns to you. Thanks, she smiles sweetly, and I'm sorry for my brother. She shoots him a glance, just in general. Yeah, enough now. He reaches over and takes the bag you were carrying. Nia rolls her eyes at you, but stays silent. Factory Row wouldn't take these. Femi hefts the bags. I'm gonna load them back up. Maybe we'll find a use for them. He turns back to you. Thanks for the assist, Sleeper. He nods firmly. Not what I expected. He slaps the button of the bridge door and kicks off along the docking bridge on his way to the symbol crash. He looks at you with raised eyebrows. I hope my brother was joking, or did you really help him? I tried. Thank you. She looks back at the ship. My brother needs help more than he admits. Okay. She pauses, thinking. I want to ask you something. She takes a deep breath, then gives you a direct look. What is she building to? What's up? What are you doing? Are you looking for crew? She looks away. Sorry to be direct, but you seem like... Well, if you're on Hexport, maybe you are with a crew. I mean, maybe your crew needs crew? Maybe you are looking. I am. She struggles to hide her smile. Nia looks back at the ship, then at you. Look, I'll be honest. Being on a crew with my brother is nice, but he's suffocating me. She frowns at her own bluntness. Why are you upside down? It makes it so hard to see you. I'm not a kid anymore, you know, but he still sees me like one. I want to show him I can handle myself, and the experience. I need to run some contracts. She gives you a determined look. What do you say? I'll think about it. I'm a good salvager, alright? You can use me. I can spot things, find gaps, ways in. I know what I'm doing. Femi taught me well. She glances back at the ship. Just consider it. Consider? Just consider it, alright? Let me prove myself. Suddenly a shout comes from the ship, echoing down the passage. Femi, he makes both of you nervous. He looks in his direction. I should go. I'll be waiting. Nia gives you one last glance as she departs, then disappears into the docking bridge, leaving you alone in the passage. Hey, we got an upgrade point. Minor drive complete. Oh yeah, okay. That was the or the crew, right? Local crew. Well, we got 2 with the girl, so that's cool. Okay. All right. I liked it at the time. I used it for a long time. I think because when they originally came out, its competitors were like fucking Netscape and Internet Explorer, I think. Okay, so I guess. Okay. I don't know. Fuck it. New data diffuser shift. Hey, plus 10 cryo. Nice. Cool. Hey, have a great night, Fallen. I appreciate you coming by. Hopefully your Tuesday goes awesome. Gotta, gotta. It's alright. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Have a great night, dude. I will catch you next time. Peace. Okay, so I don't know what we're supposed to do this. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be like ending this. You know what? Fuck it. End the cycle, I guess. 1, 2 6s and 2 3s. Okay, how am I supposed to do this? I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing here.
Ah! Ranch on my hand!
You'll live. That I think you'll live. I have no idea. Okay. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's the signal. Okay. Ah, okay. Wait, it takes 2 fuel to get there. Okay. Okay, I got 2 fuels, so. She's not available. Oh, she's only available for the other contract. Got it. Okay. Fair enough. Go. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna go on our first contract. See how this goes. This will be interesting. It's a drone. Seraphin spots the signal source first. The light barely shimmering off its dark hull plating. A design trait that betrays its covert use. A flash catches your attention. You see a rent in the hull through which red lights pulse. Wounded, Seraphin shakes his head. Wish they'd finished the job. Seen one before? Seraphin looks back over his shoulder towards you. We've seen one before, don't you? Sorry, I know it isn't your fault. He looks at the drone. Lane had us work on one in Darkside Bay, though it was barely a shell. Disarmed and deactivated. He had us searching through its guts for salvage. Even that one gave me the creeps, and it had its core ripped out. This one's still alive. On way. He kisses her teeth. Corporate scum. Glance over at her and see the fire in her bright eyes. They don't even dare to come here and force us out themselves. It's all proxies and drones. Typical core-bred cowards. Run into them before? She glances at you. You might say that. She glances out at the drone. You won't see me taking my eyes off that thing for a second. Seraphin carefully glides the ship closer. You watch the drone. System's full on these things now. Running missions for their operators. Rare to see one out in the belt, though. Maybe got hit during a run-in with Senate stat mercs. Blah, blah, blah. It looks like it's drifting. Most of the system's blown out, but look, there. He jabs a finger towards a red light on the far side of the drone. It's still broadcasting and maybe even receiving. Maybe shut it off. Seraphin brings you even closer. What I remember from the dark side job is that the central core and the broadcast array need to be shut off to kill these things. Core will turn off local systems, and the broadcast array will sever the link with the Conway operators, but you can bet those systems are protected. Let him cook. Your attention is suddenly drawn by a shudder from the drone, like a tremor running along its length. This thing is rigged to blow, Sleeper, he frowns. We go slow and careful, and we don't touch anything we don't know about. He turns back to Nia. You hear that? I got you. Seraphin brings the rig to a stop, close enough for you to cross through open space to reach the drone's hull. Let's suit up. Yo, Jimmy. How's it going? How was your Monday? Suit up. You head down to the airlock to prepare. As you get suited up, you think of the corporate war taking place in the inner system. The war that this drone was driven from. I'm not loving these dice. Those 2 1s are staring at me like snake eyes. This is Citizen Sleeper 2. Was it Stalwart something or other, blah blah blah. It just came out a few days ago. It's on Game Pass. So I figured I'd check it out before I start playing the Mass Effect 2. Which I'll probably start that next Monday. As much as I am enjoying the game, and I actually am enjoying the gameplay, it's interesting. God damn it. Does it? Motherfucker. You know what? Figures. Well, I can fix that real quick. My bad. My bad, G. Alright, there we go. Better? Psh. Alright. I do appreciate that nobody was confused by it, though. Alright. The corporate war take blah, 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 blah. Okay. Out here on the shore of the conflict, the biggest danger is that this flotsam and jetsam drifting in with the tides and orbits of the system might, one cycle, bring the war with it. For now, the belt is outside of its reach, but looking at out at the red pulsing drone, it doesn't give you much comfort. Alright. I might do this one again sometime. It is a lot of reading, though. I do really like the gameplay itself, though, with the dice. It's quite interesting. I still hate these two ones here. While on a contract, you will be able to assign 2 dice for each crew member as you would assign your own dice. Pay attention to the crew's skills to use them effectively. With certain outcomes, crew will take crew stress. If stress is full, you will no longer be able to use them to perform actions. While on a contract, your energy bar will automatically be supplied for each cycle that you have available supplies. When your supplies are depleted, both you and your crew will take 1 stress per cycle. Contracts also have their own contract stress. When this bar is filled, the contract will fail. Oh, fun. Okay. Full damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, Seraphin. Why is your dice so shit? God damn, dude. You suck. Okay, what about the access door? Program hatch. Nobody's got the engineer skills, so we ain't doing that. We got plus here. What's that? Oh, it's her. Oh. Part of me wants to save her. What is that, anyways? Into it. Okay. Yeah, let's do the. Yeah. Go. Negative outcome? God damn it. As your stress increases, you'll have a higher chance of taking damage to your action dice each time you roll them. That's the first time I failed a roll. Ah, god damn it. Oh, shit. Okay. Fuck it. Gotta get in. Can't lose my focus. Okay. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh my god. Fuck it. Go. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Your dice suck, dude. Ugh, you suck. Death. Disable the core. Shut down the broadcast array. Once both are done, this one-way drone won't bother anyone. Okay, so... Okay. Oh, good. Good. That's it, right? Is that it? We're done? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we've got our ones. Shit. Oh my god. Fuck. Fucker, man. Come on. This is my last fucking dice. Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. On a contract, you can use your push ability to give you an edge in a tricky situation. Pushing accrues one stress, but will give you a key advantage based on your chosen class. See your current push configuration if you hold your mouse over the button and on the character screen. Push can be upgraded and configured on the character screen when not on a contract. Kidding me? Oh, right. I can end the cycle. get more dice. Duh. God, I didn't even think about that. All that stress for nothing. I mean, not exactly. You've taken damage to a dice because of stress. When your dice are rolled at the start of the cycle, your stress dictates if you take damage or not. Higher stress means a higher chance of damage. The white markers above the stress bar tell you which numbers will damage your dice when rolled. Huh. Oh. Oh, I see. Great. Each dice has 3 dice health. When this is depleted, the dice will break and must be repaired to be used normally. Oh, fun. That's fine. Wait, am I have to redo this again? Shit. Are you kidding me? Fuck me. Dude, why is Seraphin's dice just sucking so bad? Damn it, man. Kidding me? Right, we can't do that at all. I'm the only one that can do this. Why is everything on me? Shit. No, this one's her. Fucking what? Things piss me off. Great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Like, I'm gonna be out of fucking dice before I can get into this bitch. I want this thing to blow up at this point. Ridiculous, man. Fuck. Great. Dark surface of the drone shudders beneath you. Red light flashes across it, pulsing out from the torn holes in its skin. You look around and see Seraphim silhouetted against the rig, already clear of the drone. He is leading Neo with him, grabbing onto her suit and guiding her to the airlock. He glances back at you. You realize you're in trouble. You don't have a choice. Leave for the rig. Good. Minus stress. Without thinking, you kick hard off the drone's hull, sending yourself arcing wildly towards the upper part of the rig. As you do, you feel a pulse of energy pass over you, sending a shiver through your body. You're distant enough not to feel the effects, but as you glance back, you see arcs of energy shimmer across the dark hole. That was close. Motherfucker, man. At least the drone is dead. There's no way that thing is broadcasting anymore. You look out of the airlock window at the drone, its hull now coming away, spilling its complex insides into the void. You rub your arm, feeling flashes of pain. Not the easiest way to complete a contract, but it's done. You can leave via the map. Cool. Alright. Leave. God damn. That's interesting. Those dice rolls suck. Need to fix my dice. After docking to Hexport, Seraphin lets go of the controls, leans back in his chair. Nia leans over to you. Thank you, Sleepa. She stretches. I know you took a chance on me. Glad to have you. Nia smiles an infectious smile. Feels good to make a contract work, no matter how we pull it off. It's hard not to agree, and it feels better when the Hexport courier comes with a lockbox full of chits. Thane may still be hunting you, but this should help the effort to slip his net. Suddenly, you hear a familiar voice. Nia! Femi glides into view, approaching from the docks. He fixes you with a stare. What are you playing at, Sleepa? Nia wanted to come. You go to speak, but Nia drifts forward, cutting you off. Don't come throwing your weight around, Femi. I can make my own decisions. Sleeper took me at my word, and I'm grateful. Femi is fuming. Did they now? Turns to you. Well, if you were working for Sleeper, I hope they paid you well. Nia looks away. Well, I asked, so... Oh, so they aren't paying you. Let's keep this civil. You realize this is the first time he's meeting Femi. If we're being civil, seems like Nia is owed her share. Femi fixes you with a severe look. Hey, Nia, share. Grab a quarter of the chits from the lockbox and hold them out to Nia. She takes them sheepishly. Oh, alright then, Femi smiles. We're good here. He turns to leave. What the fuck did he think he was gonna do? Nia mouths a sorry and follows Femi across the docks. No, you're good. You sure know how to pick 'em, Sleeper. Turns away and heads back along the docking bridge. I just hope we aren't going to end up a stack of cryos short when we need to get out of here. Well, you'll live. Minor drive complete. Push upgrades available. Nice. Good. Actually, let's do that. Alright, so, random dice, but +1 rolled. Let's do this one. No dice damage on a push reroll. Maybe I should have gone with this one. Oh well. Alrighty, what do we got to do? We've got a bit more creds on our side. Oh yeah, how do I fix this? Well, I don't have stress now. Right. Ah, gotcha. Nice. Well, I'm not 100% sure. Well, let's eat, I guess. Nice. I'm not sure where to fix my dice. My dice is broken. I need to fix that. No contracts. Well, yeah, alright. Yeah, I'm really not sure how I go about fixing my dice. Or if I can. But I do think, though, that that'll probably be where we call it a night. Grayed out. I would be shocked. Let's go ahead and don't know if I was going to. I was considering just not, but would you raid out to? No?
I'm not gonna click this.
That's what you see is probably the extent of who I would actually raid out to. Bigger. Like, maybe. Alright, I guess we will raid out to Pred as chosen by Pixie. He is playing Monster Hunter Rise still. You know, we've got he's trying to finish that, but 200% that before Wilds comes out. All right, so yeah, let's. Hmm? What? Alright, so let's see, that's the non-sub, and there's the sub one. Alright, guys. Okay, hold on. Before I do anything else, goddamn, I need to lower the music. The music level in this game is so loud. Okay. There we go. Alright, guys. I absolutely appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I guess let me know if you guys want to see more of this, because I wouldn't mind playing it again and continuing forward and seeing what we can do. But I think that was a pretty good taste of what this game has to offer, at least as far as the beginning portions. But yeah, unless we want to see more of this, I will probably be doing Mass Effect 2 next Monday. Tomorrow we will be doing some Marvel Rivals, so make sure you guys come back for that. It should be a lot of fun. Anybody wants to play, obviously, make sure you do. Alright, but yes, let's go show... Oh, God damn it. No. It goes for like fucking ever. I don't know how he does it. Considering that he's like 5 hours ahead. Yeah. Alright, guys. But yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow night. Hope y'all have a great one. And hopefully your day goes smoothly. Until next time. As always, guys, stay awesome.